People have a very different perception of what our ancestors were actually doing. And, I was filled up at about 10 o'clock with baobab porridge, which is this, it just falls off the trees and you mash it up with a bit of water, and that's that huge high fiber mass. You can't stop farting after that. You're just so full of fiber. At lunchtime, you'd have, the women would dig up tubers, which are like, old ancient yams, like a sort of form of sweet potato, and that would be lunch. And then the guys would go out and do a bit of hunting, and on top of that, they would bring back some meat if they found any. But for large periods of the year, they'd be having no meat, and most of their calories would come from the carbohydrates. Mm-hmm. And if there was honey around, they didn't want meat. They just went for the honey. They stopped hunting completely. They just satiated themselves on the honey. So people have a very different perception of what our ancestors were actually doing, and the majority of what their food was plant-based and carbohydrate-based. It wasn't a high protein, high fat diet.